Hi. So you're in the car with me. We're going to the store. We're not going to the store yet. I gotta go and hold on. All right, and I'm back. So I had to open the gate. My neighbor, I absolutely love my neighbor. I swear when we move, I want to take him with me and his whole family. Like his little girl, oh God, I love her too. So anyway, he cut my grass today and he closed my gate to my driveway. So I was about to back up and then I looked and I'm like, oh yes, not gonna be backing up. So anyway, I wanted to do a relatively quick video and I guess like state my intentions with you, beloved. But no, I wanna share my life and different things that I do and you know, with my family, because I am pretty unique in that I'm like a jack of all trades type, and I love it. Like in my entire family, actually, my household, we all are. So we're just like all over the place. We have a very different kind of lifestyle in that we're not just like homeschoolers, we unschool. We're not just home birthers or out of the house. I mean, not out of the house, out of the hospital birthing types. We give birth at home, unassisted. We breastfeed, but we breastfeed well into toddlerhood. Like my sister, she was like, when you gonna stop breastfeeding? I was like, when we good and ready. And it's true. But and I don't want to have any more babies, actually. I don't know why the person behind me is beeping, but God bless her, you know. So anyway, all right now. So look, when I have to put this down, I swear it's like doing nothing half the time because I'm so short. But then I found this little nifty mechanism where I could like lift up to in the car. So anyway, sorry you can't really see me all that well, but you can hear me. So anyway, I wanted to just say that I'm gonna be like sharing about my life, and I've talked to a few of my children. I want to share like about the children and different interests that they have, but like I said, we're real different. I swear, like I'm like part Amish or something too, which is funny, black Amish woman. But anyway, I love like just all things natural. I'm very much into I'm grossed out by a lot of products. So like going to the store, I don't buy toothpaste, there's so many things I don't buy. I do better by telling you what I do buy, which right now I bought my daughter some conditioner today, actually. So that's the only thing I could think of that I buy as far as like products. No, I buy deodorant. There's a brand that I like now, a natural brand that I like better than what I make. So deodorant and conditioner. Everything else I make. Soap, lotions, medicine, everything. And I love it. I'm like an herbalist, I guess. I hesitate to call myself certain things. Like I'll say student midwife, and I'll say like student herbalist and all. But I believe you're a forever student with certain areas, because you're always learning. You never arrive, you know. So I just want to share those different parts of my life, like when I attend a birth, or just so many different things that I get into and love doing. So I want to share all that with you. But then what I wanted to share today, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I ain't gonna lose control though, because I gotta drive and I'm not, you know, I don't want to get into an accident. That wouldn't be fun for you to see either. That's not cool, you know. But then who would upload the video, and why would they if I got into an accident? Yeah, so anyway, what I want to do is tell you, like, I'm in a different I don't know, place right now that I don't even understand, but I'm like just following God's lead. And I'm like, okay, Lord. And I ask him sometimes, I'm like, Lord, I don't understand, you know, because, okay, for instance, one thing that happened recently, I said to the Lord, as I was just walking around in my backyard, I was like, okay, I was like, Abba, I don't want to go to church no more. And I feel like you have something to do with this, like it's like direction that you're leading me in. And I don't even go to a real church, like a organized, you know, church that's like you could look it up and yes, this is, you know, all that. I don't even go to one of those. I go to, it was like a house church, you know, but I was like, Lord, I don't want to go anymore. I don't know what's happening, but I feel like you're doing something real different with me. And I don't know if it's, I think it's temporary. I don't know. But I'm like, Lord, I have to go where you're leading me. And even when others don't understand it, 'cause I have to go, you know. So interestingly, a few days later, a girlfriend of mine, she said, oh, you know, I read this book one time. And it's called So You Don't Want to Go to Church Anymore. And I was like, what? I read that book. It's by Jake Colson. Oh my word of life. It not only did it explain things, because, you know, like I said, God knows us better than we know ourselves. He knows exactly, you know, what the deal is. And it explained everything, and it addressed my feelings about certain things that I've had for several years now. And it touched on the house church thing. It touched on everything, and even answered questions that I hadn't even like considered. And so I'm just like, wow, like the Lord, oh, I just love him so much. And I'm not saying that like, oh, like I'm this lone ranger now and I'm not like talking to people. No, I go to all kinds of stuff where I was with, in fact, Saturday and Sunday I was with believers, and we had an amazing time. And but it's different. It's more meaningful. And the what I went to Sunday actually was I was saying while I was there, I was like, you know, I learned something about one of my sisters in Christ, and I was like, see, I would not have learned this in even our house church. I would not have learned this about you sitting there, because we, you know, I mean, we have our time in the beginning and at the end where we talk and just chat it up a little bit, but otherwise it's all about, you know, this meeting that's in place, and everything is like to serve that, like, you know, order and structure. And I get that, you know, but I don't want that. I want to hang out. I want to do life. I'm spitting. But anyway, I want to do life with, you know, my loved ones and get to really know them and have fun with them. Like I played with one woman yesterday that I never had the opportunity to do that before in the settings that we were always a part of together. So I'm just like, you know, this is like amazing. And we had a good time. And so that's the kind of stuff I want to do now. And I'm very excited about where God is taking me. And I'm learning so much about myself. And I've been looking into this, you know, the Myers-Briggs personality stuff. I'm apparently an ENFJ, and I can be introverted too, but I am a very extroverted type. I'm like both. I'm an ambivert pretty much. So, because it's not that I'm introverted so much as I'm observant. I watch. When I go into a situation, I don't go in talking, because I want to watch and look at everybody around me, and I'm casing the joint pretty much. And I can tell you who's feeling what and what they're dealing with, and, you know, and it's amazing and really cool. But as I don't know, like I can be very life of the party and very loud and laughing and playing and joking and everything, but I also I need that time alone. I used to think it had to do with being an only child on my mom's side, because you heard me say sister earlier. On my mom's side, I'm her only child. My father's side, there's 6 of us, and 3 have passed away. But so yeah, I'm just like on this like amazing journey that I want to talk a little more about in time. But I gotta write stuff down in an effort to be organized about it. But I want to share stuff with you. This, like, look up find out what your, if you don't already know, find out what your Myers-Briggs you know, personality test thing. Do that. Just Google it, right? But do it, find out, and look at like some videos on YouTube or wherever, and learn about yourself, because it's very enlightening. But it's not just like, it's not like all horoscopy, you know. I'm not into that. And it's not it's such that you can learn about like your why you work the way you do, and then you can also just learn about yourself in a way that you can understand yourself better, and maybe even improve in some of your weaker areas. Like for me, a weaker area that the Lord has been working on with me is that I am naturally other centered and other focused, and I absolutely love doing stuff for people. I love encouraging people. That is just like, you talking about something to get me like high and like, you know, just happy, is that. But I'll do things for others to the exclusion of like just myself. I leave myself out of the equation, and after a while I'll burn out, you know, and it's just, it becomes a mess. So I have to learn, I am learning now how to incorporate myself into the equation when doing things for everybody else. I can still do that because I enjoy it. I cannot refrain from, because that's just how I'm made up. But I just, you know, I'm learning how to do for myself and take time to you know, focus on Patrice some and do things that I enjoy. And it's an amazing thing, and I think that's part of why the Lord has me kind of step into the side now. And I'm just gonna enjoy this, and I'm gonna have fun and learn and grow. And when and if I go back into the few circles that I'm kind of like stepping back from a little bit, and not even entirely, but just a little bit, I'll be better, you know, a whole lot better. And I'm just growing in leaps and bounds regarding like so many things. I'm learning so much about I don't even I want to say like the gospel is just like, I've always heard it that it's such a, you know, it's such a an amazing and offensive, you know, message. But I've always heard it's offensive because the way I was taught, it was like it's offensive because you're going to hell because you're such a horrible person. God can't stand you. He can't even look at you because you're so horrible. And so, you know, accept Jesus so you can get in on God's good side. That's the way I've been taught pretty much, like from childhood and all. And I'm now seeing it from a different standpoint, which is even more scandalous, I feel, because now it's like I'm learning that no, it's actually a message of inclusion, like that, you know, he came to save the world. He came to, you know, he came not to condemn the world, but to save and the world, not just believers, not just the ones that would say, yes, Jesus, I love you and I believe and I accept your gift. Not just those. He did it for the ones that won't, you know, that don't want to accept on this side of heaven. And, you know, just like, it's amazing. So I'm like, wow, okay, that just changes. It doesn't change the message. It changes, like, well, maybe it does. It changes the perspective, you know? And so I look at everybody now like wow, like you're beautiful, and you're here because the Lord couldn't imagine and didn't want to imagine a world without you in it. And so it's more like, instead of, hey, you're going to hell if you don't accept Jesus, it's like, hey, Jesus absolutely loves you and wants you, and he did this for you. Do you want to come into agreement with that? And like, you know, and accept that he's done this for you? It's just amazing. It's so much more that I could say, but I didn't want to do this even this long. But and I'm at the store now, so I gotta go. I can't keep talking to you forever. I got stuff to do. Okay, I'm gonna stay at home, Mom. My children waiting for me. Gosh, you so... See, you just want to take... No, I'm just playing. So I'm just acting silly. I'm in a silly mood today. So I'm gonna go now, but I will be forthcoming with other videos about my family and my life, and it's gonna be fun, and I hope to hear from you. I want to hear whatever. So this is it for now. Bye.